Did you miss me? I missed me. Welcome to the next one. So we got an unboxing or an unpackaging, and this one is coming from Department Shipping Center, also known as Kansept. This is the Kansept REI. It's a collaboration that was done with REI, and I'm speaking out of my butt. So I guess it's called the REI. It could be the RE. I don't know if it's the RE, the REI, the REI. It is from Kansept, and I am a Kansept fanboy, so I get a lot of Kansepts on my channel. And to unpackage, this is just not working. At this one, I don't even know what this is called. It's the Rio. There we go. This is the Rio opening up the REI, or the REI. This is an awesome one. This is actually one that I did have and returned, and then bought it again, straight from Kansept, with a crazy good deal. There was like 40% off or something. I don't remember. It ended up coming out at like 75 bucks. So, yeah. So there was a break, and the last video uploaded, I think, was the Slim, and that's the first video in like over a month, or the second video in over a month after the Incenza. And so I've been doing a little housekeeping here, and we got a kind of a better camera. I don't know if it's a better camera. It's a lighter camera. It stays more centered and stationary, and seems to not be so wonky. Yeah, seems to be doing all right. I hope so. I watched some of my videos, and the Incenza was the last one I recorded with the iPhone Pro, which is supposed to be a ridiculous camera, and I couldn't even see any details on the knife. I was a little disturbed with that, so I will make another review video of that. A couple things I'm going to add is, for the comparisons, I do want to add in the DPX test and the Model 6, and the reason for adding these is because I recommend them. Most of the knives that I compare with are not knives I particularly care for. They just happen to be popular knives that I'm hoping people have. But, I do want to start comparing with popular knives, or good knives that I would recommend. So this is the Kansept. Just like any Kansept Premium, which is going to be all the Kansepts now. That Tenable is their budget line. It will come in the fancy dancy box with the in there. Never opened it. In plastic. There we go. The REI, or the RE. Yes, I have no clue what that's supposed to be. Go with REI. So, is that recreational equipment? I don't know what it is, right? The co-op, right? REI, right? I don't know. Recreational equipment industries? Well, who cares? Here we go. This is the Kansept REI. In the titanium blue, black stone washed, 20CV. Nice pointy blade, almost a dagger style, I would say. Spear point, maybe. It is kind of in line with the pivot, and I always consider the spear points, if that's in line with the pivot, kind of a spear point, but it's got a little bit of a belly like a drop point. Got a nice back flipper. We have an integral frame lock, internal lock bar relief. Just like Kansept, it is not a captive pivot, and that is lock block. Ooh, right off the bat. Okay, so right off the bat, I did get a little lock block. However, Kansept's gotten really good about the lock block in the last probably year or two, whereas the previous models would come and they would be super hardcore. I would have to take them apart, release the pressure on the lock bar, maybe get the diamond pin and work out the the detent hole, and what I use is one of those little diamond, the thing that goes in the Dremel. It's like a diamond tip with a cone, and just kind of work it in there and knock that down, and then relieve your lock bar. I'll make a video where I show how to relieve the tension on the lock bar, which is not hard to do. You got to take it apart, make a mark, and then get your lock bar to where it lands, right where you want the lock up, or just slightly past. So if I take this out, you find the lock bar is probably going to come way over here, and you want it to land where it's hitting the blade, so that it takes that pressure off and allows it to really open even with pressure on. So right away, it's already kind of breaking in. I spoke too fast. You can feel it is starting to break in. So I have a feeling that this will naturally break in, and I won't have to do any TLC to make this good. But there are a lot of models out there that fortunately do not come that way and will never break in. So okay, we got 20 CV on the blade. Very nice. Love the blue anodizing. Kansept does a great job with their anodizing. This pocket clip is very nice. It's milled. It's got a little cross section. It's not what it looks like in the photos on the website. I'll post a pickup here, and it's still up there, but this is definitely black. It's got like a crosshatch pattern, and it's not deep carry, but it's a shallow carry. Shallow carry? Yeah, or deep enough. Yeah. Not quite deep. Milled titanium. Both scales. There's no inserts, no liners. No liners. There is an insert. That's right there. So it does have an over travel and blade insert, I guess. And then there's a blade stop. It is on the blade. So the open and closed stop ends are on the blade. You'll see them moving right there. There. Traveling with the blade. I just think that's kind of cool if they do that, or they put it like inside the blade. Just, you know, makes it clean, so you don't have a big stop bar in between there. Nice little dimples here just to give you some extra grip. I do like the way this is done. Pocket clip is landing right over the dimple. It's crossing the lock bar, so, but you know, it doesn't take a whole lot of pressure to pull that out. So when I carried the last one, I didn't have any problems getting it in or out of the pocket. There's a little bit of a nice ramp in and out, so it's not gonna ramp in and then wall out where it's like bunches your pants, you can't get it out of your pocket. That's not annoying at all. You'd think they would, like, I don't know, maybe put these in their pocket before they release it and sign off on that final prototype, but they want them all. Thumb studs. First flick is nice and easy on this. First finger, second finger, third finger. Oh. How about that? Oh yeah. Okay, cool. Very nice. Get a weight on this thing. Get some dimensions, and we'll do some comparisons. I definitely like it. It's definitely a concept I would buy again if I had to. Also a concept that I did buy. So this is my knife. All my knives are my knives. About 104 grams if you're a dealer. And for us people on this side of the ocean, looking at 3.67 ounces. Ooh. There's a battery there. Okay. Length. Looking at just about 7.5 inches on tip to tail. Blade length coming in at 3 1/4. Edge coming in, landing at actually same 3 1/4. be about 4 1/4 at the longest. We all agree on that? Close enough. Right. We have titanium on the scales, steel on the blade, steel on the thumb studs. Maybe. Yeah, getting cool on that. Pivot. Pocket clip is not getting any spacers. Not really pulling on the hardware and the spacers either. So there's going to be a steel insert, so definitely good with that. So no lanyard love on this. Now, pocket clip is left and right, tip up only. So that's good for the left-handed people, but not cool. And the blade is coming very close to that back standoff here. So a little bit of space. I could probably get like maybe a 95 wrapped around that. Or yeah, I could probably get 95 around that. Just go with like a micro cord. Like it a lot. Okay, so let's get the blade folded out here. Benchmade bug out. Becca, definitely in that size range. Asher, about the, this is the Asher range, 7.4 inches, right? No. Yeah, 7.4 inches. Yeah, this was 7.5. Magic 7.4. Oh yeah, no, T8 on the pivot here, and then T6 on all the body, which a little bit of a shame. It'd be nice to see some T8 in there. It's all T6. That's pretty common with Kansept. I have no complaints. I mean, I've learned to be patient with Kansepts. I mean, there is some that I do buy when they release at full MSRP because they're going to be hot. It's going to be hard for them to keep it in stock, and you'll be hard pressed to find a sale, or at least for a while. And sometimes it's like, how long do you really want to wait before you get a good one? The 80-20, Shark's Foot, Shark Lock, or 80-20.5. Benchmade Adamus Mini. Titanium Arcade. So it's a very good EDC size. Definitely a good EDC size, good EDC profile. I definitely enjoyed carrying the last one. Look forward to carrying this one. Where the spider goes. Tenacious. This is not the titanium tenacious. This is the original G10 with the Smoky Mountain Knife Work scales for $30. And then anoed myself with a Shaman clip. No, that one actually is a tenacious deep care clip from XG, I'm gonna say. I pulled the pair of 3 lightweight out before, but we'll get a pair of 3. Titanium. So we'll bring out a PM too. And start getting into concept comparisons. Right after the DPX. So again, this is the DPX decade, I believe, and I highly recommend that. Just even like I went camping this weekend and I carried this all weekend. It's just an awesome knife and good weight, good, good, just fit in the hand, amazing action. I cannot praise this knife enough. I've had it for 2 years. I do not carry it nearly enough. More recently, I've just been gravitating more and more to carrying this, just because it fills a need. Not something you don't want to wear when you're wearing shorts or something like that. You need something light. But yeah, let's move into some concepts. This is the Model 6, and I do want to use the Model 6 moving forward on knife comparisons, because it's not just my favorite concept model, it is just an awesome concept model, and I do recommend it to anybody. And you can find these so cheap. I paid a little more for this one, just because this one was very hard to find with the all black, and it's continued for a few years. But some of the other titanium versions, even the carbon fiber version, is amazing. You can get them like $100, $120. That Ace Biblio XL style to it. Enough about that. So that's a concept Model 6. This is the mini cryo. So if you're into that style, that hinder style, I would say, of carrying, the REI is going to be up your alley, as well as the cryo, full size. This is a little bit bigger. The mini is obviously smaller. Models. The Pelican. Trying not to pull out any like hard Warncliffes or different blade shapes that may not be your more EDC shapes. So this is the drop point, or more of like a Nessmuck. Pelican. The Traco. I absolutely love this knife. Carry it a lot when I'm wearing shorts. Makes it slim and light. Fermi, which is a must-have because it is a recurve with a liner lock. What can you go wrong? Just a little bit longer than the Fermi. Just slightly longer. Beam. Another great EDC for shorts when you want that slimmer profile. I'm gonna try to line the pivots up and line the butts up for you to get a good comparison there. How about the Warrior? I think that was my first Spyderco premium, was the Green Micarta Warrior, which I do still carry a lot. I love their copper foil. There's, I don't know, copper or carbon fiber. Best, one of the most popular of all time. And rear. Pivot. New camera is definitely a much better centering angle. It's not distorting the picture, like rounding it or getting weird angles and stuff. It's a lot easier to level, being a lighter camera, and then gives extra light. So should be able to get good quality on this. Try to watch these myself. So far so good, and yeah, right off the old Amazon there. Not very expensive at all. So Warrior. Just for S&Gs, we'll bring out the Toth. Both my favorite new Kansept models. Love this side. Love the blade. Love that extra little like Tonto point tip in there. Second tip, even though it's a hollow grind, all the way. It's got a nice little tip. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Last but not least, bring out Olita. See what Olita has to say. Olita, it's white and the length, not quite on the edge, but maintaining Ida's position and handle. And you know what that means. Ida's come out and shown her face, so 6 more weeks of whatever you want to do. Made it this far. If you like what you saw, give me that loving, and we'll meet again in the next one.
I made you a logo.
I love it, buddy, but you gotta sign it.
MR Knives, Jack.